Well, you guys, ever since I put my new bed on my truck, loading lawnmowers and four-wheelers is kind of a hassle because you have to strap the ramps onto the bed after you get the machine on. So I have plenty enough space under here to actually put the ramps in, so I might as well do that. So that's what we're doing today. So the first thing I have to do is take the bolts out of the wood from underneath the bed. Bam, just like that, got down to the good stuff. So I might as well take advantage of my structure that I already have here. I have this piece of steel and this piece of steel that are hanging onto the frame of my truck box. So what I'm going to do is probably just weld like one or two pieces of steel here so that the ramps stay in position. So I'm going to use this piece of molding to line the pieces of steel that these ramps make contact with. I really like how I have these ramps in right now. I'd like to keep them where they are, just fabricated around where they are positioned now. So I got this piece of steel here, and I got my cross member here from my box. So what I think I'm going to do is take this and weld it right up here and push my ramps in about 3 or 4 more inches. Take a drill bit, drill through both of these, and that'll be my locking mechanism. I'll take a lock, put it right through all 3 of them, so then the ramps can't be stolen or so they can't move. So I just have to take those ramps and drill them with that diameter. I got my 2 holes drilled. I had to use 3 different drill bits to make it a lot quicker than, using one big ass drill bit. And the lock fits in there nice and tight. So it looks like I'm going to only have to weld up 2 things. My first thing is going to be right here. And then my second thing is just the locking mechanism, because I'll have 3 points. I'll have 1, 2, that point already right there. I'm not going to use this one. And then 3. So these things won't move. So as you can see, I already have that shined up. I have this side shined up and this side shined up. So before I weld this on here, I'm going to take a self-tapper along with some of that molding and put it right on this sucker so we don't rub up against the ramps. So while my paint was drying, I found some holes here in my frame, and I actually took my tap set. I don't know where the hell I put it, but I actually tapped 2 of these holes, and now I'm going to I'm going to drill 2 holes in this piece of molding, and then that's going to sit right on the frame, so we prevent scratching. And then I went ahead and did the same thing here, but instead of screwing it, just drilled 2 holes in the molding. Put 2 zip ties in there, and there you go. Those can't rust out. So I put the molding on this piece. Actually painted the bolts so that they wouldn't rust out. Didn't have to put a piece of molding here because it actually doesn't touch. Because that's higher, and then this is higher, so the middle doesn't touch. So that's okay. Didn't have to waste a piece of molding there. And then I got my lock on. So we got this thing all painted up. Now all we gotta do is slap the deck back on. Well, you guys, I put the deck back on. I got the ramps actually locked back in. Everything's painted up. We're ready to go. I think this little project will come handier than hell.